guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, we'll start with today's news. Alright, today's sad and unfortunate say Julian Timber don't suffer anterior cruciate ligament, which they call ACL injury. So as it stands now, many media sources, a lot of people, Chris Whitley, so many popular media houses don't break the story that they've done the scan and say the guy don't suffer ACL injury. And what that injury means is that he's going to be out for several months. Now the same injury where Real Madrid goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois suffer will make Real Madrid go carry Kepa Arrizabalaga from Chelsea on loan. So that is going to be for maybe 4 months, 5 months, we never can tell. Although Arsenal can put out a press release, say they don't confirm, say this guy don't get injury, though Arsenal don't call him ACL. They say he don't get a knee injury, but they will still want make him go meet a consultant. He gets to further assess the injury, make them know how, like, the severity, like how high or how deep the thing goes, so that they will know how long, the time frame, so that if now what to make them will get maybe one more player for the market, time still there, at least, thank God. Nobody say window don't close, so in case they need to buy somebody else or know how to do it. And now when they're talking about these guys, say they're available, because the reason say now if you say Tierney is also on the chopping block, say Arsenal won't sell him, see they won't collect money to buy him. Now I'm looking at it from two ways. Now the first way we say Tierney is a left back and Julian Timber is deputizing for Zinchenko while Tierney is there. Now if you say Timber don't get injury, why not keep Tierney, make you sell him? Moku just use him, they manage him, you get, with Zinchenko, make them they play together. Penny when Zinchenko will come back, this more they use Tierney. Remember that even Tomiyasu can still play that position. Moku they manage them. Then when time waiting don't come back, maybe the next transfer window, if you feel say you still won't sell Tierney, they will now come sell him. Now on the other hand, Arsenal on their own they really say if they feel sell Tierney, then the money they will collect, they will add on with another money to buy another left back since the transfer window it is still open. You get, because then they look at me the way we say Tierney no really fits the football style where Arsenal would want play. Remember that Arteta will be our manager. He's a very ruthless manager. You don't send anybody, Papa. He gets, if you feel say you know for a plan, Baba, you go find your square roots. So now that kind of eye, Arteta think they look people like Tierney, because I remember people have said since Gabriel Jesus is injured, we only have Edin Ketia who is like out and out number 9. Why not keep Balogun? Arteta tell everybody for the media setting, Balogun is not part of the plan. Get say the injury to Gabriel Jesus doesn't change Balogun's situation. So now are we looking at the situation whereby the injury to Julian Timber doesn't change Tierney's situation, because Arsenal are actively looking for buyers for Tierney. If they don't see, they can decide to manage it, but they are looking. If they see the right money, they will sell it. So these are the arguments of both sides of the aisle. So what do you think? How do you think say Arsenal supposed to handle this Tierney issue based on say Julian Timber don't get anterior cruciate injury? Alright, away from that, so Fabrizio Romano can also let us know the same thing, say Julian Timber will receive extensive scan. You get, we confirm say don't get injury, say he's going to undergo further review. Like I told you, many people don't break the news. Like after I went live yesterday, yeah, because as of when I go live, I never see the reports. So after I go live, somebody asked me in the live session, say how fast I choose injury to Julian Timber, what will be the update? I say for now, Arsenal never put out any presser and we never hear anything. So while in the live, somebody, I don't forget the man name, somebody mentioned that he has an ACL injury, but other people who watch the video say Arsenal never confirmed him, so it is still in the realm of speculation. So I said okay, but after I just finished the live, I can see somebody sent me a report from Chris Whitley we confirm say he has anterior cruciate ligament injury. So and that injury, now which Arteta they pray for. Remember Arteta was praying that the injury should be a calf injury and not a knee injury, because knee injuries will always take a long while. This injury where Gabriel Jesus get, the initial one, it was a knee injury. This second one we don't get now a knee injury, but it's a minor one. You know, like that major one where you can't do, like he stayed out for like 4 months. Let me see how the injury they be. So Well, I just pray make them know what they do. It's either you keep Tierney or you sell him quickly, add more money, and get another better left back that will adhere to the football style or football philosophy of the manager. So let's just keep our fingers crossed and be watching. Now, do you know that Arteta, the block move for Tomiyasu because people like Atalanta and Inter Milan are swooping, are showing interest, so they would like to sign this our star boy Tomiyasu. And the first thing that came to my mind when I read the report say Arteta the block Tomiyasu move from going to Syria, and the fact say Julian Timber is injured, Zinchenko that one said they injured. Tierney, although he's fit to play, but that's your injury record. If he plays consistently now, before you know, Baba don't go on injury table. So that is why it will be unwise for us to allow a Tomiyasu leave at this time, because we will get some kind of injury worries. And it's just unfortunate in the beginning of the season, we don't get injury problems here and there. I don't just know why. But my happiness is that the transfer window is still actually open. So we can still strike some loan deals to cushion the effects of all these injuries. So that's why I didn't have to say Tomiyasu is still staying. Remember, Tomiyasu is a versatile player. He can play anywhere across the back line. So it's very important, the same way Julian Timber is important. So, and we got some kind of tough games so they line up against us in the coming days. So let's just be watching how everything will unfold. Alright, so Newcastle also they approach Arsenal, say they want Tierney on loan with an obligation to buy. Now, Arsenal don't want that kind of deal. And I see many reports in the media space say Newcastle they offer like 25 million to carry Tierney. Imagine, you hold Tierney 25 million. When other people play, they rank them 80 million, 90 million, outrageous sums. Our own are small fee than they offer. Now, Arsenal are saying we don't want a loan with an obligation to buy. We want like direct fee. Just give us the money, carry the player. That's what we are expecting. So it is what it is. So we'll just watch out everything going. I pray say everything go well for Arsenal. Alright, so Paul Brown, maybe our favorite journalist, a transfer guru. So Baba said don't come out and give us some updates on some transfers about Nicolo Barella. So Baba gonna talk say from him, you know, see Arsenal going for Barella. Like Arsenal are not close to signing Barella. I don't think they are really pushing hard to get like people really want the player, because you don't read so many reports out there say Arsenal won't go sign Nicolo Barella. They are interested. Inter is placing 68 million pounds on the guy's head, but Arsenal are not actively pushing. Maybe passively, they are just interested, but from afar, they are not really close to the deal. They never really contact Inter say how far on Nicolo Barella or how much you really know the amount. You know they say in the media space they get 68 million pounds. Those are the things he's expecting from a club that really wants to buy a player, but you never see that move from Arsenal. Well, we all know Arsenal are interested in signing Nicolo Barella. They even offer Barella and Tomiyasu to get Barella from Inter Milan on a swap deal. You get, because Barella is valued at 68 million, Barella is valued at 50 million, Tomiyasu should be like maybe 20-30 million. So at the end of the day, now win-win for both parties, but Inter can't shrug the deal. Maybe they don't like the way Arsenal the carry price go up. I know Inter now will sign another striker, Anatovic from Bologna, to forget about Balogun. So I don't think the job like say maybe we don't spoil our relationship with them until the way they carry price go up, but we'll just watch. I don't know that I hear one noise from the background. Oh man, I decided on you, my neighbors when they're outside for their own building, they go call people they pack shit from septic tank. So now the motor they make noise inside the momo, and I don't get choice. I can't wait for them. I need to shoot my video. So that's what it does be made and over inside. Alright, contrary to waiting for Brand the talk, now the Sun come outside the talk say Barella, they very open to a move to Arsenal. You get, although there are no confirmed reports say Arsenal don't contact Barella representatives, but I believe the player is listening to the media, he's reading newspapers, he's watching TV, so he knows everything that is going on out there. So he knows that there's an interest from English club, and it's really going to push Barella to want to move to Arsenal in the EPL is the fact that he has seen Sandro Tonali moving to Newcastle, and Sandro Tonali is having fun. He scored in his debut. You get, the first match of the Newcastle game, he scored. You get, when Newcastle knocked Aston Villa, I think it was 5-1. Sandro Tonali actually scored the first goal 3 minutes. Back, he enter. I was surprised. So he's having fun. You get, so that's why people at Barella feel say if Sandro Tonali can do it, who says I cannot? So we'll just watch. At the end of the day, Arsenal gets this type of quality player, it will make a whole lot of sense. Because a lot of pundits were complaining that Arsenal first match we were not playing the ball quickly in the middle of the park. We were too slow, too sluggish. Now, general, don't say now one particular player. Which, if you unless you want to deny it, if you watch that match, Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest, see the way they pass ball, like too slow, like say 2-0 is enough. We just did. That's what Arteta is saying. We must be ruthless, score more. That is why Man City, when they're knocking you 2-0, they want to bomb you 10-0. So we must learn the habit of bombing people, score more. Because you score 2-0, you think it's safe. 2-0 is actually not safe in the EPL of today. So that's another thing we Arsenal need to learn. So let's just keep our fingers crossed, keep our eyes open on this Barella deal. A lot of things will still go down though. Remember that the transfer window is expiring at the end of August. So by September 1, the window should be closed. So by then, we'll know who and who don't enter Arsenal. Alright, so if you watch yesterday's match, Manchester United versus Wolves. So after the match, Manchester United fans on the para. So if you check Twitter, Mason Mount was trending yesterday. Now the question is, why is Mason Mount trending? He was trending because Manchester United fans felt Chelsea robbed them. You get say because the boy don't really do anything. Chances created 0. You get duels won 0, goals 0, assists 0, tackles 0, duels won 0, everything 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. They come they complain say the guy no play anything. Somebody talk say why they no buy Sofian Amrabat? Say this Mason Mount and Casemiro combination, you know go work. It is rubbish. It is that. As they talk that, and the thing that just crossed my mind now. Somebody with me and don't get one debate where the person talks say why Arsenal will sign Kai Havertz, Arsenal supposed to go sign Mason Mount. Mason Mount is a better player. She been at your Mason Mount with this. Where Manchester United fans they complain of. Saying gets 0-0 statistics. Now look at the statistics of Kai Havertz in his first game at Arsenal. Who do you think had a better debut? Now I can't see another Manchester United fan. We can't like the tweets going to talk say make everybody calm down. This is like a first game. All what this player needs is patience. Make you get patient with this player because this is his first game. He's coming into a new system from a bad system which was at Chelsea. It doesn't mean Mason Mount is a bad player because he gave you 0-0-0. He didn't really perform in his debut. It doesn't mean he's a bad player. What it means is he needs patience to understand the new system. Then with time he will flourish, and that is what I have been telling people about Kai Havertz. Now the same thing. Patience is the key. Me, I am a very strong advocate of players coming into a new club and hitting the ground running. But because I am somebody that can learn, you get. So I have learned that it is not every player that will go to a new club and hit the ground running. Everybody is different. So for that reason, I have learned to be patient with some player. Not be everybody will go new club or hit the ground running. You know if you deny that one. Now so it just be. Now so life be. So not waiting with the drag or argue. So at the end of the day, we have to be patient. For me, it is not logical to be assessing a player after one game. After one game, if they assess a player, you should leave the player to play like 15-20 games at least. In some areas, one season. For you to be able to say, okay, this one a shit packer, or this one don't make sense, or it makes sense, or it don't make sense. Look at Odegaard you have today. Compare Odegaard of today and Odegaard of the first time he came to Arsenal on loan. Are they the same player? And we're talking about young stars that have enough time to understand the system in which they are playing now. They have the potential to develop. They never reach their peak. So there is nothing like saying maybe because he played badly in the first game, for that reason you should just throw him away. No. And at the same way, I tell Manchester United fans on Twitter, the same thing I'm telling Arsenal fans also. No, go use your mouth, kill your player. You get. Have patience. At the end of the day, we will reap the fruit of our labor. If at the end of the day the player don't come good, now all of us will say, Baba, this one not do good for us, now sell am. That's so it be. Alright, so Odegaard don't collect the player of the year. He gets last season. No say now he winner, so they don't present the award to him. So I say make I just mention as soon as we'll see how the award look like when they present the award to him. So he collect them for the performances when he give us last season again because he did very, very well. In short, last season was like his best ever season at Arsenal, which shows his progression, he's growing, he's developing in the right way. So that's what it just be. So now away from that, even Mika Barella, one of our players who they on loan for Scotland, is playing for Motherwell. So this boy, he has great potential. The guy na natural born goal scorer. For the under 21, I'll be waiting. The guy is like 20 something goals. Guy good now, very, very good player. In enter Motherwell, I watched the clip because Motherwell posted it on Twitter, so I watch him as when he make his score, he make assist for his first match. He gets Motherwell coach is very, very delighted to have the boy. So that's it just be. And if you never follow us for Twitter, I don't forget to we do on Twitter at Video CHUKS Media or at CHUKS Arsenal. You go see our page. follow us, and if you are watching us on YouTube, you never subscribe, I beg you, make una subscribe, make our page they grow. And for Facebook, if you are watching us, never follow us also, and as you do so, God will continue to bless you. So, my dear Arsenal lovers, if you don't watch yesterday's show, check the top left corner of your screen. You'll see the thumbnail. Click on so that you get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So, start signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day. Game out.